Yeah, it's disappointing to see how much of our society has been privatized. It's a phenomenal amount. Other jurisdictions like England, who got into privatizing before us, have spent a lot of money trying to get things republicized or republicly owned. It's a very expensive process. But the thing is, these private corporations continue to bleed us of resources as long as they own those assets. So it is worth doing, but I don't think we, as a mayor, we have power to do that. It would take a huge amount of political will, and as mayor, I would help to try and build that for all, getting privatizations and getting P3s out of our agenda. If they can recognize, if corporations can recognize that owning these utilities is important for their future, then we as people should recognize that owning these utilities is important for our future.
I agree as the mayor, and we have absolutely no power to affect corporate ownership at this time of gas companies. I think, though, I do want to address one of the issues that you did point out, and that we've always fought, and we must always continually fight to make sure that our water remains publicly owned and controlled. That's very important to me. It's something that we need to ensure that happens. One of the great cool things that we got to do at the CRD, and I just want to mention this, is we about 2 years ago, we got to buy the Leech Lake watershed. And I just got a chance to turn to the rest of my directors and said, this is the coolest thing, because we won't need this water for 50 years. But it will guarantee us a water supply for the next 100 or 200 or 300 years. And it's one of the unique things you really get to do as a civic government, is create parks, to make parks, preserve parks. It's been an actually fantastic thing that we've been able to do. And no one will ever remember our names, just like I don't know who created Stanley Park, probably some guy named Stanley. But you know what I mean? There's great things that are being done by civic politicians all over. And I'm just proud to make sure that our water remains public and it is a resource that we're going to enjoy for generation after generation. And we'll keep fighting for that. Thank you.
I won't take much time because I think Dean and Steve have spoke well on it. First of all, it is an issue that is beyond the mandate of the governance that the city has. So it really is something that I wouldn't see as being part of the city's agenda. The second thing is I'm not a strong believer in privatization of utilities, or for that matter, our water system. I guess Langford can go their own route. I see a patchwork of private contractors up there delivering services. That's not what I envision in terms of the city of Victoria. I want to protect the services that we get from our public workers. And I have a plan to protect those jobs. And part of that plan involves moving very aggressively towards what I would call shared services or amalgamation of services that the 4 core municipalities provide. The first one I'd like to move on is garbage collection. I think by amalgamating Saanich, Oak Bay, Esquimalt, and Victoria into one garbage collection service, it makes a lot of sense. We have the critical mass to deal with it. I also believe it's an opportune time. A good proportion of our sanitation workers are going to be retiring in the near future, and a lot of our equipment needs replacement. It's a great time to go to them and say, let's throw our marbles in together and see if we can do better. Thank you.